Tornadoes rip across America's heartland, leaving dozens dead and devastation along its path. Fox News correspondent Charles Watson has more.
An outbreak of severe weather and tornadoes across the South and Midwest, killing dozens of people across at least 5 states. President Biden in a tweet saying that he has been briefed on the, quote, devastating tornadoes across the central U.S. He goes on to say to lose a loved one in a storm like this is an unimaginable tragedy. We're working with governors to ensure they have what they need as the search for survivors and damage assessments continue. More than 330,000 people are without power from Texas to Indiana as storms cut a deadly path of destruction through the South and Midwest, including Kentucky, where the death toll could be as high as 100. A suspected tornado just about leveled the city of Mayfield. In this drone video, you can see vehicles thrown about and buildings pancaked to the ground. Dozens are fair dead after the roof of a candle factory collapsed on top of more than 100 workers who were inside at the time. First responders were seen frantically in the dark of the night trying to get dozens of people trapped below.
Well, the part that makes me feel good is the part that it didn't hit at the house, you know, but it's really bad because it's destroyed everything we've got over here.
In Illinois, crews continue sifting through the debris at this Amazon warehouse in Edwardsville, just 25 miles east of St. Louis. Officials say one person was killed and at least 2 others injured when severe weather sheared off the building's roof and a wall the length of a football field. And devastating pictures out of Monette, Arkansas. A suspected tornado destroying a nursing home, killing at least 1 person and trapping 20 others inside as the 86-bed facility collapsed. At least 3 people in Tennessee are confirmed dead. This says crews, many working without power, race to find any signs of life. Charles Watson, Fox News.
The federal government will do everything it can possibly do to help. I've spoken several times today with the head of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, as well as the director of FEMA, who's already deployed emergency response personnel to these states, search and rescue teams, water and other supplies, and FEMA is on the ground working with each of the states to assess the damages and focus on federal support where it is needed most and how we can get there most rapidly.
President Biden responding to the deadly tornadoes ripping across the heartland, saying he will deploy federal resources to the storm-ravaged areas and will visit the scene as long as he isn't impeding the cleanup process. He says he's praying for those affected and those who have lost loved ones.